Government dismisses charges of so-called rising intolerance in the country leveled by the opposition. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley asserts that India is not and will never be intolerant. Noted filmmaker Kamal Haasan terms returning awards as a futile exercise. Underworld Don Chhota Rajan's deportation was deferred due to the closure of the airport as a result of the spewing of volcanic ash from a nearby mountain. 55-year-old Rajan was to be taken to India by a special aircraft, but he continued to be in detention in Denpasar. Mumbai police say all security arrangements are in place for the custody of Chhota Rajan in Mumbai. Concerned over rising pollution in Delhi and NCR due to paddy stubble burning, Centre tells 4 northern states to take legal action against erring farmers. Also asked to launch an intense monitoring, including through satellite-based remote sensing technology. High-voltage campaigning for the 5th and final phase of assembly elections in Bihar ended yesterday evening. 57 constituencies spread over 9 districts would go to polls in this phase on Thursday. Counting of votes for all phases will be held on Sunday. Elaborate security arrangements made in all polling booths. In Chhattisgarh, 3 Maoists were killed yesterday in an encounter with security forces in Sukma district of Tribal Bastar division. Besides, 2 rifles were also recovered from the spot. Meanwhile, security forces have arrested 8 Maoists from different places of Bijapur district during the last 24 hours. Ahead of the Paris Climate Change Summit, India said technology must be provided to all countries without barriers, even as it blamed the historical cumulative emissions of the last 150 years for the rise in global temperature at present. Environment Minister Prakash Javadekar said sharing of technology at affordable cost and compensating the companies through Green Climate Fund are ideas which India has put on the table, which the world is discussing. Chairman of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Home Affairs Pradeep Bhattacharya and other 18 MPs of the committee visit Indo-Bangladesh border. Purpose of the visit was to get note of the problems faced by BSF and the police and find solutions for them. Cattle smuggling, infiltration, women trafficking, supplying drugs are the main problems of the Indo-Bangladesh border of North Bengal. The first cargo vehicle from the Indian state of West Bengal to its northeastern Tripura states reached yesterday through neighbouring nation Bangladesh, reducing the distance to around 1/3 from 1,550 kilometers through the hilly roads of Assam and Meghalaya. The trial run that was launched on November 1st at Kolkata is part of the Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Nepal sub-regional initiative for uninterrupted cargo movement. Former President APJ Abdul Kalam's last book about how can new initiatives like Make in India, Swachh Bharat can be used to unleash country's vast potential was launched at the Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad. The book, Advantage India from Challenge to Opportunity, has been co-authored by IIMA alumnus Srijanpal Singh. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will soon launch 4 gold-related schemes: Gold Monetization Scheme, Gold Sovereign Bond Scheme, Gold Coin Scheme and Gold Bullion Scheme. On the other side, Reserve Bank of India has fixed the issue price of sovereign gold bond, which will be open for subscription from Friday at 2,684 rupees per gram of gold. Government will procure 350,000 tons of pulses to check price rise in the 2015-16 crop year to create buffer stock. Procurement will be done through domestic purchases as well as imports. Over a period of time, the government might scale up buffer stocks to 5 lakh tons. US and Russian fighter pilots communicated directly in the skies over Syria yesterday in a successful test of the new procedures for avoiding incidents as they pursue separate air campaigns, the Pentagon said. The United States and Russia signed a memorandum of understanding on October 20th aimed at deconflicting their air operations over Syria, where they are waging parallel air campaigns with different objectives. Germany's Volkswagen said an internal probe had found that 8 lakh more vehicles showed inconsistencies on carbon emissions, including the first petrol engines, as the auto giant sank deeper into a massive pollution cheating scandal. The company said initial estimates suggested the latest revelation could cost €2 billion, but a reliable assessment of the scale of these irregularities is not yet possible. India have a chance to zoom up to second in the ICC Test rankings if Virat Kohli's men manage to sweep the 4-match home series against numero uno South Africa starting November 5th in Mohali. A major reshuffling of the rankings is on the cards as 5th-ranked India hosts South Africa with heavyweight star performers in action over the next few weeks. Former Pakistan captain Shoaib Malik announced that he would retire from Test cricket after the ongoing third and final test against England. Shoaib announced that the current test match against England at Sharjah will be his last. The 33-year-old said he wanted to vacate the place for youngsters who are ready to fill his shoes. Malik added he wanted to focus more on ODIs and is willing to play the 2019 World Cup.